everyone, good morning. This is group 9 and we're going to be talking about Lean Six Sigma. This is the Mockingjay group. Today we have Permi, Samir, Abe, Yiden, Yang, myself and Daniel. Right now I'm going to call on Permi to talk about the introduction of Lean Six Sigma. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. Hello everyone. Now I'm going to talk about the Six Sigma and Lean thinking process. As we know, most of the companies, they use supply chain management to come up with the final product. There are some philosophies that they can use to become successful supply chain management, which are known as the lean thinking and Six Sigma qualities. In 1990s, when the supply chain management has a booming period of time, most of the companies or industries, they decided to go for new strategies, which are known as the quick responses, efficient consumer response, just-in-time Japanese character relationships. So now I'm going to talk about the lean production and the Toyota production system. So basically this lean production system has been made by some of the top level executives from Toyota because they were thinking to come up with the best products for their customers, as they are the most popular car company in the world. So that's why they come up with a new strategy, which is also known as the Toyota production system or a time production system. Okay, so this lean production system, basically the strategy is to use the efficient amount of things to produce a final product, so that the company who is producing the product, they can come up with the final product in a low cost but in a best quality. So when Toyota has been successfully come out with that strategy, the industries from other parts of the world also started to following this Toyota production strategy.
Good morning everyone. Today we're going to talk about lean thinking and supply chain management. So first, what is lean thinking? Lean thinking in supply chain management is bringing the lean principle, which is putting half labor, half material, getting every production, every material at time, getting smaller quantities so as to reduce the waste. That is the main approach towards lean thinking in the supply chain management. Now what does it help with? Lean thinking provides us tools and principles which help us to eliminate different the errors or due to which there is a wastage or the company is going at a loss. For example, this lean thinking approach has been implemented by many hospitals, and it has drastically helped them in improving the employees' productivity, reduce material costs, and improve patient flow. Next slide, please. Okay, so here is a picture. You can see the approach, the thinking towards the lean thinking. So here is an optimist who is saying, why is the glass full? Why is the glass isn't full? Why is half? The other guy, the premises, so thinks that the glass is half empty. And the lean thinker thinks, why is the water in the glass not actually the size of the water? Like, why is the overuse of glass or the size of the glass is not matching with the quantity of water you want to put? Next slide, please. Okay, so there are some of the elements of lean thinking. First is the waste reduction, lean supply chain relationship, lean layout, inventory and setup time reduction, small batch scheduling, continuous improvement, and workforce improvement. You'll get to learn and read everything about in the next presentation. So first we're going to talk about the waste reduction. Can you remove this? Okay, so waste reduction is one of the major concern of all the organizations working on a small scale or a large scale level. Like, every organization needs to have a stock which are coming in the organization at a specified time, because at many organizations, whether working on both the scales, have experienced this problem of overstock or understock. There can be problems related to the supplier or the distributor, or they are unable to identify the customer's requirement. Now there are 7 wastes of lean. First is motion, inventory, waiting, defects, overproduction, transportation, and overprocessing. Now you'll see in the chart, the first way, the main problem you're guessing is the overproduction or overprocessing, the excess of everything which is happening in the organization. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the lean supply chain relationship. Now each organization, in order to take contingency plan regarding the understock or the overstock, At the time of the supply or the production of any material, there is an extra stock kept at the warehouse so that the company doesn't face any crisis of understock or not able to achieve the customer's requirement. And on the distribution side, companies also keep the finished product at the warehouse so as there is no limited supplies or they don't lose their goodwill in the market share. Secondly, when the supply chain management adopts this function of putting everything in order, putting everything in a systematic and in an arranged order, and removing all the barriers and reading the customer's requirement, talking to them, having a strong bond, which will, in order to give them the best quality product which they want.
Thank you, Abe. Small batch. As we all know, manufacturers should buy small, frequent products from the suppliers and should produce more products in small quantities. So small batch and horizontal arrangement and the entire professional production process and the actual suppliers. So what we need is achieve lean production. And small batch is scheduling the reduced cost by reducing procurement and the working in process and finish the product inventory, and also makes the company more flexible to meet the needs of the customers. Sorry. And so this chart shows the two companies. So this is a small company with the small batch. So they can change the product in nine times. So and this one they only can change the product in 3 times. So that one makes a better one. So next please. And the Kanban system. So Kanban means cards. Oh, I'm sorry. Means cards and visual signals in Japanese. And so the Kanban system is highly visual. That makes the team can communicate more easily, need to complete the work and the time. And it can standardize the close and refine process and reduce waste and maximize the value. And so here is the full principle of the Kanban. Visualize work, limited work in process, focus on flow, and continuous improvement. Next, please. And so lean out. This is a Kanban proof system example. As you can see, it's very clear and easier to, it makes works. So lean layout allows people and materials to move only as quickly as they need. So next, please. Also inventory and setup time reduction. So in lean theory, excess inventory is regarded as a waste because they often hide a lot of procurement and the production and the quality problems in the organizations. So as each inventory reduces the iteration, the company runs more stimulate, cheaper, faster, and higher quality.
So I'll be talking on the origin of Six Sigma. So Six Sigma was founded by Bill Smith, who was a senior engineer at Motorola. So what would happen is him and a team of engineers would go through their operations processes using statistical tools to find out what was wrong in their process, what they could improve on. Hence the term Six Sigma. Six Sigma is the statistic-based decision-making framework used to make quality improvements. But then it's not just focused on statistics alone. It also includes total quality management. It's the customer-focused orientation also. So the first company to use Six Sigma was Motorola in 1987. So benefits of Six Sigma. So it is a management philosophy that helps one get better bottom line benefits. That's in terms of less rework, less scraps. Your top management and your lower level management are more incorporated in the sense that they talk to each other, they share the same Six Sigma vision. Project by project, there's the savings on each project because more people are trying to cut down on costs, trying to cut down on waste, hence more cost savings. Train individuals, training their employees to be better at getting waste of figuring out waste in their processes. Also, a customer-focused approach in terms of they try to bring value to the customers in terms of what customers see as value. So in terms cost savings or better quality, speed to delivery, things like that. Next slide. So how does it work? So the term sigma is a probability that a sample average will fall within a control limit of 4.5 standard deviations. What does that mean? In a manufacturing output whereby you take out 7 or 8 of your samples out and you find an average, it is said that out of those samples taken, the average of them should fall within the 4.5 deviation, meaning that there should be very little defect or very little opportunity for defect. Hence, it represents the goal of having a defect occur 3.5 times out of a million measurement opportunities. So lean versus Six Sigma. So lean is an approach you use to take out waste and also streamline your processes. So it makes your process faster. It creates flow without any interruptions. Whereas Six Sigma focuses on eliminating waste and variations in your processes. In terms of focus, lean goes more into speed and cost, while Six Sigma focuses entirely on quality. Application for lean identifies value, then it identifies its value stream, the flow of the value stream, the pool, how you can get the resources from your suppliers to your customers.
Okay, I will talk about the element of the Six Sigma. The first one is the dynamic contribution. It is about prove your value through the investment in the training equipment and the continued education and the funding and fixing the problem and teamwork with your company and with your supplier. And the second is the cost speed contribution. It is about for absolute of quality, and it's also for the commitment to senior management and the development of the promotion system, and the employee education and the training and the ongoing assessment. The last one is Julian's the contribution, and it is a new type of the quality issue to business management and employee, and it's different from the timing and the cross speed contribution, and in the order, let the workers to listen and the people can have to talk about some specific things.
Thank you, Yudan. So now I'll be talking about the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, which came into law on 20th August 1987. And this award is given in the honor of the US President Reagan, who was the Secretary of Commerce. And unfortunately, he died in the accident, but the award is given to motivate and focus on improving the quality and quantity of the small business enterprises. And the award is administered by the National Institute of Standard and Technology. Given every year to the small business enterprise that includes educational field, healthcare, manufacturing firm and NGOs based on the 7 criteria, which are leadership, strategic planning, customer and market focus, measurement, analysis and knowledge management, human resource, process management and results. So now I'll be talking about the ISOs 9000 and 14000. In the year 1946, the officials from 25 countries gathered in London who decided to create a worldwide organization which will help in coordination and unification of industrial standards.
And the organization started in the operation on 23 February 1947. The new branch in Geneva, we are like 159 members and the 52 countries are taking part. So now I'll be talking about the DMAIC improvement cycle. So the DMAIC itself have a different meaning. The first word, the D means define, M means measure, A means analyze, I means improve, and C means control. So define means launch team, establish character, plan project, plan for change. Measure means document the process, collect baseline data, narrow project, focus. Analyze means to analyze the data, gather the material, identify and remove the waste. Improve means to generate the new solution for it and plan and implement it. Control means control the process when the improvement has been done. So now we'll be talking about the Six Sigma training levels. So Six Sigma training levels have different belts. One belt is green, one is black, one is master black belt, and one is yellow. And the yellow belt has Lean Six Sigma awareness, where the people are aware. The green belt focuses on tools uses, DMAIC and Lean principle applications. Black belt focus on full-time project leaders, and the master black belt trained with that at least 2 years experience teaches Lean Six Sigma. Thank you.